upsets to bet. No one hits more upsets than us. Let's get this money. Let's get to week 2. First game, we got the Chicago Bears at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bears are +3. I know no one's going to like this. I know people are shaking their fists at home saying, why, Lawson, why? I'll explain why. Listen, we were 4-1 last week on the money picks in the video. You got to have confidence, and I have confidence in this Bears team. Did I say they were going to the playoffs? Did I say they were going to get 10 wins? No. They didn't come out and play Sunday. Let's be realistic. The coaching was trash. The offensive line was trash. The defensive line was absolutely trash. So when you look at that, things are only going to go up, right? You really do believe that. And I look at this game, and I think no one watched that Bucs-Vikings game. I watched that film, and for me, I wasn't impressed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. I don't know why people are starting to do some sort of 360 pivot on the Buccaneers. Now, this offense is going to struggle this year, and Baker Mayfield is Baker Mayfield. That is what he is. And when you're looking at this game, the Bears have to be more aggressive. I don't think they're going to sit back with 7, 8-man coverages against Baker Mayfield. We know Mike Evans, Chris Godwin can still ball, but I think you're going to see the Bears come out aggressive. They're going to throw blitzes, and that's exactly what they need to do against Baker Mayfield. They can't let him sit in the pocket. And honestly, man, the thing that the Packers did that absolutely demoralized the Bears was run the football. This Bucs offensive line isn't blocking anyone. And one thing with the Bears offense, everything was dink and dunk. They only had 2 passes over 20 yards. That's not good enough. That's not using Justin Fields' skill set. I think we see a resurgence from Justin Fields and the Bears. Give me the Bears, upset, money line spread, whatever the hell you want to take. Next game, we got the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. Panthers +3. I'm changing my pick. I don't normally do this, but also I wanted to not get emotional this week. Last week, this Panthers team, if you watch the film, they pretty much dominated that game against the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, they come up short by 10 points. That is frustrating. That will get in your head as a bettor. But I think we got to come back to them. Firstly, home on Monday night. We know what that means. We know that changes the spread and the calculation a little bit. But secondly, after watching this Saints-Titans film, this Saints team is worse than I thought. And they are a poorly coached football team, and I think Dennis Allen has had such a negative effect on this franchise, and the media and everyone in those seats really doesn't want to talk about it and really don't want to quantify it. I just see a Saints team that is old. I see it like an old failing empire, like the Ottoman Empire. They're hanging on just based on name and lore alone. The offensive line isn't all that good. They're not good at run blocking anymore. The defensive line is old. I mean, how long are we going to rely on Cam Jordan? I think the Panthers run the ball better this game, and I think that's the key. They ran the ball really well against a decent Falcons front 7. I think we see that continue, and when you look at the Saints, the reason why I fear them is Olave and Michael Thomas. I just don't think they're going to get these massive chunk plays that change this game. This Panthers defense is for real, and I'm ready to watch them play. Give me the Panthers +3. Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers at the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons +1.5. Packers fans need to calm down. You can't have it both ways. The Bears suck, or Jordan Love is an elite franchise quarterback. You can't have it both ways. Yes, the Packers played a good game. They ran the ball extremely well against the Bears. But I think this is a completely different test. Young quarterback going on the road to Atlanta. And this Atlanta team, they didn't play well, and I think they're going to play well this week. And you look at Bijan Robinson, I think he's the factor in this game. You college guys did not lie to me. He is an absolute game breaker and one of the best running backs I've seen come in this league since Adrian Peterson. I'm not trying to exaggerate, but that's how good this guy is. And so I'm looking at this Packers front seven. They dominated against the Bears. I don't think it happens again. Now, you do worry about Desmond Ridder, and we know the Falcons hit him in the preseason. They were trying to hide him against the Panthers. I do worry about that, but I think that Arthur Smith's superior play calling will be able to overcome that. And I just want to advise Packers fans. Last week, there was 3 or 4 plays in the red zone against the Bears where Jordan Love had 6-7 seconds to just circulate through his options, then throw it to DAWGS. That's not going to happen against the Falcons. Jordan Love's going to be smelling Grady Jarrett's breath. I think the Falcons have a big advantage in that interior. I think they hit Jordan Love. I think we see a different side of Jordan Love. And can we just wait a little bit to anoint him some sort of elite quarterback, Rodgers 2.0? The stuff got sickening this week. Give me the Falcons. I'll fade Joe Public. I'll fade Joe ESPN. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans. D'Amico. Texans plus 1.5. I like this Texans team, man. And now that Ravens game did get out of control in the second half. Let's be realistic about it. There's no excuses for that. They had it set up to be a close game, but the offense didn't move the ball well enough. But the reason why I'm picking the Texans is I think this is going to be an absolute slobber knocker. I think this is going to be a defensive football game, and I think the Texans will make more plays on defense. I'm looking at Anthony Richardson, and I'm liking his moxie. I'm liking his legs. I saw him run over a defensive tackle in the Jacksonville Jaguars game. But one thing I'm not liking is his receiving options. And I know the Texans on the other side for Stroud don't have anything dominant, but I really feel like the Texans' skill positions are a hell of a lot better than the Colts. Like, trying to throw to Alec Pierce on a 3rd and 7 is a no-go zone. It's just not going to work, especially against this Texans defense that has good safeties. Petrie might be out, but they have depth at the position. I think you're going to see these safeties slowly creep up like the Jacksonville safeties did, and then Richardson's going to be playing in a box. They're not going to be able to run the ball in the second half. They're not going to be able to throw the ball, and I think that is the difference. Now, C.J. Stroud, a lot of people are down on him. I'm not down on him. I like some of the pocket presence he showed. I believe we see more Tank Dell involved in this game. Give me the Texans in the upset. One crazy upset. Why can't the Raiders get the Bills? Well, why can't the Raiders beat the Bills? One thing you can do against the Bills is run the rock down their throat. I'm not trying to tell you guys to go splash money on a plus 380, but watch what the Raiders do to the Bills. It's an upset just to take the Raiders on the spread. I was looking at the betting lines earlier today. 92% of the money is on the Bills to cover that 9.5. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the videos. The best gambling show on the internet, Patreon, $5 a month. Come get this money with me. We get it every year.
Step by step by step by step.